Hello everyone, it's Nika. Today I'm going to show you how to make a princess dress invitation. Autumn's birthday is coming up June 11th, so I figured why not do a video showing people how I'm going to make her invitations. So we'll get to sewing some other time, but I want to show you this little craft project that is super cute and it's going to be super easy to do. All you need is a princess dress template, and what I did was I went online, I printed a picture of a princess dress, scaled it down obviously so it could fit as an invitation, and I'm going to start to show you how to make it. So let's get started. So what you're going to need for this project is some decorations, which I have here, some ribbon, whatever color you choose, whatever color you're going to make your princess dress invitation. I would suggest getting like some coordinating ribbon. You're going to need some tulle. I have some scrap tulle, glue gun, scissors, template, and some cardstock. And I have like a bluish kind of speckled cardstock here that I'm going to use for my project. So the first thing you want to do is cut out the template. Okay, so now that you have your template piece cut out, what I'm going to do is fold my cardstock in half like a real invitation. That way you're going to open the dress up and all the information is going to be, sorry, it won't focus. It's going to be on the inside. So I'm going to take my paper and I'm just going to fold it in half as even as possible. I'm going to fold it down. Okay, so now what we're going to do here, as you can see, I folded mine in half. That way I can do two pieces at a time. So you're going to place your template on top of your cardstock. You want to trace around and then start to cut it out. So I'm going to go ahead and do mine, and I'm just going to trace around my template and then cut it out exactly as I traced it. And once we do that, then we can start putting our decorations on the invitation. So now what you're going to do, now that you have your template traced, you're going to start cutting this out. And once you cut this out, you'll have two pieces. So depending on how many invitations you need, you're only going to need half of that because you're going to do two at a time. And as you can see, I'm just cutting around the template that I made. And I will have a detailed outline of this on my blog, which you can find in the description. So what I have here now is a piece of tulle folded in half. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this tulle onto this invitation. And after I do that, I'm going to add a little ribbon, add a little bow, and put some of our pearls on to make this dress look spectacular. Now what I'm going to do here is place a little bit of the hot glue right here so that we can place our tulle upon the hot glue. So I'm just going to show you how we're going to do that. Just by taking our glue and running it across the waistline. You don't have to put a ton of it, just enough so that we can put the tulle there. Now what I'm going to do with the tulle is I'm actually going to start it like this and then kind of pleat it on top of our hot glue. And if your glue dries up, just let it sit for a minute. Put a little bit more hot glue so that we have everything in one place on the waistline. Now I have this piece of ribbon that I'm going to lay across the top of our tulle on this waistline here. And once I have this down and it's set, I'm going to go ahead and put my bow down as well. And if you have any that's just laying over a little bit, what you're going to do is just flip it across. And see, that's not even. So what I'm going to do is first find my placement and then I'll put the hot glue down. And you can either cut your edges off prior to putting the hot glue down, or you can fold them over the sides like I did. So as you can see, now that I have my ribbon down, I do have some ribbon that's hanging over. So I'm just going to put a little dab of glue and I'm going to fold it along the side. So now that we have the ribbon down here, this is what your dress invitation should look like. Now you can leave it like this, or you can add a little bow. But what I'm going to do now is put a little hot glue around here, and then I'm going to add some of these flat back pearls that I have to give it like a little pearl neckline. So what we have here is two different invitations. I have one with a bow and one without. And you can do this any way you want to. You can add little rhinestones or pearls here on the tulle. What I'm going to do is actually decide whether I want to put the information on the front, or if I'm going to put the information to the party on the back. And most likely I'm going to put the information to the party here. I'm not going to do that while we're on film because I don't want you knowing where I live. Anyway, that's just a little joke. I'm just kidding, guys. But anyway, I think these are really cute, really personal invitations, and she can give some out to her friends in school. We'll probably only invite about 5 friends from school, but you can do this so many different ways. You don't have to use tulle. You can use satin fabric, or you can use lace, whatever you want to do. You can do this with layers or anything else. So that is it for our tutorial today. If you want to see the detailed pictures or step-by-step photos of this tutorial, go ahead over to my blog, which is just simply nikawomack.com. I also have Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, you can find me at mama_07 on Twitter. It's not actually Nika Womack.